Amid the intense firefights, towering alien mechs loom over the battlefield, their massive guns firing relentlessly. Earth soldiers, though outgunned, use their cunning and new technology to outmaneuver the aliens. Mechs clash, robots explode, and soldiers fight hand-to-hand in brutal close-quarters combat. It's a desperate battle, one where victory seems nearly impossible, but the humans keep fighting. Each explosion, each victory, is a small step closer to pushing the Virexians off their homeworld. As the war rages on, the humans know that the final chance to end the Virexian Empire's reign of terror has arrived. The protagonist and a small squad of elite soldiers prepare for the most dangerous mission of their lives. Their target is the heart of the Virexian Empire, the capital, and more specifically, the Emperor's palace. The plan is simple. Infiltrate the palace, destroy the Emperor's command center, and bring an end to the Virexian threat once and for all. The final assault begins with the squad sneaking through the Virexian defenses. They use cloaked ships to avoid detection, moving through the dense atmosphere of the Virexian capital under the cover of darkness. The tension is palpable as the soldiers face the unknown. Every step is a risk. They know that the Emperor's palace is heavily fortified and that failure means certain death. The squad fights through waves of Virexian soldiers and navigates treacherous traps set by the enemy. Every hallway is a potential danger, every corner could hide an ambush, but the squad presses on. Time is running out, and this is humanity's last chance to win. As the team reaches the Emperor's inner sanctum, the protagonist knows the most intense part of the mission is still ahead. The Emperor himself waits, confident in his superiority and the strength of his empire. He underestimates humanity, believing them to be weak and fragile, but the protagonist and their team have proven time and time again that they are capable of achieving the impossible. The final showdown is inevitable. The protagonist faces the Virexian Emperor in a dramatic one-on-one confrontation. The Emperor, armored and armed with advanced weaponry, sneers at the human. He believes victory is assured, but he doesn't understand the power of the human spirit, the resilience, determination, and will to survive. The protagonist and the Emperor engage in an intense battle, each using their advanced technology. Laser beams, energy shields, and plasma weapons flash across the room as the two combatants fight with everything they have. The battle reaches its peak when the protagonist, using their wits and resourcefulness, turns the tide. With a swift and clever move, they disable the Emperor's technology and destroy his command center. The explosion rocks the palace, sending shockwaves through the Virexian capital. The Emperor's power crumbles in an instant, and his empire begins to fall into chaos. The Virexians, once confident in their dominance, now face total collapse. As the protagonist stands victorious, the destruction of the Emperor's command center signals the end of the Virexian reign. Explosions light up the sky as Virexian warships fall from the heavens, and the Virexian forces retreat in disarray. The battle is won, but the price has been high. The humans have lost many brave soldiers, and the scars of war will remain forever. However, humanity's victory is a symbol of hope, proof that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can overcome. As the last remnants of the Virexian Empire fall, the protagonist stands amidst the chaos, watching as the capital of the once mighty empire is reduced to ruins. Victory is theirs, but it comes at a terrible cost. The once feared Virexians, who had conquered and terrorized countless civilizations, are now on the verge of extinction. The capital, once a symbol of their power, is now nothing but a smoldering wasteland. Humanity's vengeance is complete, and the enemy's empire crumbles into dust. However, the protagonist feels no sense of joy, only a deep, somber emptiness. The price of victory is heavy. Many soldiers have died, and the protagonist has lost dear friends. The human pet, the symbol of innocence and the initial spark for their fight, has also been lost forever. Despite the overwhelming success, there is a profound sadness, knowing that some sacrifices cannot be undone. As the protagonist gazes at the ruins of the Virexian capital, a deep reflection sets in. Humanity's revenge is sweet, but the true cost of war is something that cannot be ignored. It's clear that while they've won the battle, they've lost much along the way. The protagonist thinks of the fallen comrades, those who gave their lives to bring this victory. There's no denying that humanity's strength and unity were the driving forces behind their success, but the journey has shown the true price of peace. The protagonist begins to realize that, although justice has been served, the scars of war will last forever. With a heavy heart, the protagonist looks to the stars. The universe is vast, and there will always be new threats lurking in the dark corners of space. Humanity may have overcome the Vorexian Empire, but this victory doesn't mean peace is guaranteed. The protagonist's thoughts turn to the future. There is a sense of finality in this victory, but also a sense of uncertainty. Humanity must remain vigilant, for the next challenge could come from anywhere. The story concludes with a powerful image of humanity preparing for the future. The survivors, though weary, are united and stronger than ever. They rebuild their world, fortified by the trials they've endured. The galaxy will never again underestimate humanity's potential. The Earth has become a force to be reckoned with. No longer a weak, fragile species, but a fierce and formidable power that stands tall against any enemy. The protagonist watches as the rebuilding process begins, knowing that Earth's warriors will never falter again. Humanity, having faced unimaginable odds, is now ready to face whatever the future holds, and this time they will not be caught off guard. As the camera pans up to the stars, the final moment captures a sense of hope and determination. Humanity's story is just beginning, and with this new dawn, they will rise stronger than ever before. The story begins on a peaceful and quiet morning on Earth. The sun rises over the horizon, and people across the world are going about their usual routines. Children heading to school, workers commuting to their offices, families enjoying breakfast. There's no sign of trouble. Everything feels calm. The world has always been a place of beauty and peace, but something dark is coming. Without any warning, Earth's sky suddenly splits open. A loud, thunderous crack shakes the atmosphere, causing everyone to look up in confusion and fear. Massive warships, each larger than the tallest skyscrapers, begin to emerge from cloaks, slowly becoming visible in the sky. These ships are sleek, with sharp, intimidating designs and glowing lights that cut through the clouds. The aliens controlling them are known as the Vorexians, a highly advanced empire from beyond the stars. They've had their eyes on Earth for years, but now they've finally decided to strike. The people on the ground are in shock. Air raid sirens scream, but it's too late. The Vorexians move swiftly, sending hundreds of their warships to unleash destruction on cities across the globe. The first blast hits a major city, leveling entire skyscrapers and sending debris flying through the air. As the warships unleash their firepower, buildings crumble and fires rage out of control. The Earth trembles as massive explosions echo through the streets, and chaos spreads quickly. People scream, trying to escape, but there's nowhere to hide from the alien onslaught. Amid the devastation, the story focuses on a special human, a pet of the Vorexians, kept by them for amusement. This human, unlike the others, is special. They've been raised in a luxurious prison, treated as little more than a toy for the aliens' entertainment. The Vorexians see humans as weak and inferior, but this pet human is different. They are smart, strong-willed, and unlike any human the aliens have encountered before. To the Vorexians, this human represents the weakness of Earth. They laugh at the idea that such a fragile being could be a threat. However, for the humans who know the truth, this pet is a symbol of the innocence and strength they fight to protect. The humans' bond with their pet is strong, a connection built through shared hardship and mutual respect, despite the horrific circumstances they live in. As the warships continue their bombardment, the protagonist, the pet, watches in horror as the cities of Earth burn. The Vorexians do not stop, their ships tearing apart the planet without mercy. Suddenly, a chilling act occurs. In front of millions of humans watching the destruction unfold live on their screens, the pet is brutally killed by the Vorexians. The aliens, in their arrogance and cruelty, snuff out the last symbol of humanity's fragility. The protagonist, filled with a raw, uncontrollable rage, looks on in disbelief as the pet falls. This loss is not just personal. It is the spark that ignites the fire of vengeance. The death of the human pet becomes the turning point, the moment when humanity's survival instinct kicks in. The protagonist, standing amidst the ruins of Earth, makes a vow that no one will ever forget. The aliens may have killed their pet, but they will pay the price. The battle has only just begun, and humanity will not bow down. The protagonist looks out across the shattered world, their eyes burning with a newfound resolve. "They killed our pet," they whisper through clenched teeth. "Now we burn their empire to the ground." In the background, Earth's surviving leaders begin to assemble a resistance. But the path ahead is filled with impossible odds. The Vorexians are technologically superior, their weapons and ships far more advanced than anything Earth has. But the protagonist is not alone. They are not just fighting for revenge, they are fighting for their people, their planet, and their survival. The tension is thick as the story shifts to Earth's desperate attempt to fight back. The fire of revenge is now burning in the hearts of humanity, and they will stop at nothing to protect what's theirs. But they know this war will not be easy. The Vorexians may have underestimated them before, but now with the death of the pet, humanity has a fire inside them that cannot be extinguished. The battle for Earth's survival is about to become an all-out war, and the first wave of human retaliation is just beginning. The story picks up with the protagonist, still shaken by the loss of the pet and the devastating attack on Earth. Fueled by rage and a deep desire for revenge, they begin organizing a resistance. The first step is rallying Earth's military forces. The protagonist travels to military bases, speaking with generals, commanders, and soldiers, urging them to stand together. They know that Earth's forces are small, underfunded, and severely outmatched compared to the powerful Vorexian Empire, but they also know the power of human determination and ingenuity. "We may not have their technology, but we have something they don't," the protagonist tells the troops. "We have the strength to fight back and the will to win. This is our planet, our home, and we're not going to let them take it." Inspired by these words, Earth's military begins preparing for war. But they need more than just soldiers. They need technology. The protagonist turns to Earth's brightest scientists, pushing them to work day and night to develop new weapons and systems that can give humanity a fighting chance. With the help of a few alien allies, refugees who fled the Vorexian Empire years ago, Earth's scientists begin crafting powerful cloaking devices, high-tech weapons, and even robotic AI systems. These systems are designed to fight the Vorexians on equal footing, countering their advanced technology with human creativity and adaptability. One of the most important inventions is a cloaking device that can hide Earth's ships from the Vorexians' radar. The protagonist knows that surprise is their best weapon. If they can strike first, using stealth and cunning, they might stand a chance. As the preparations continue, the protagonist addresses Earth's survivors, speaking to the people who have witnessed the destruction of their cities and the loss of so many loved ones. Standing before a crowd of weary faces, the protagonist makes a passionate speech. "We've lost our homes, our families, and our pet," they say, voice shaking with emotion. "But we've also gained something powerful, our fight for survival. The bond we shared with our fallen pet is now the symbol of our resistance. We will fight for the ones we've lost, and for the ones we still love. Together, we will bring down the Vorexian Empire and reclaim our future." The crowd erupts into applause, their spirits lifted by the powerful words. But there's no denying the difficulty of the task ahead. Earth's forces are still small, and they are outnumbered and outgunned. The Vorexians' ships are massive, their weapons destructive, and their tech far superior to anything humanity has ever seen. Yet, despite all odds, the protagonist believes that Earth's greatest strength lies not in their tech, but in their ability to think differently. The Vorexians rely on brute force and advanced weapons, but humans have always survived through cleverness, teamwork, and sheer willpower. With this knowledge, the protagonist inspires the troops to use their ingenuity to outsmart the alien invaders. "We may be the underdogs," the protagonist says, "but that's what makes us dangerous. Let's show them what humanity is really capable of." This emotional boost helps humanity begin to form a strategy, preparing for the inevitable clash. The journey to take back Earth has only just begun, and the battle ahead will be long and brutal. But Earth's resilience, fueled by love, anger, and the desire for justice, will keep them moving forward, no matter the cost. The time has finally come. Earth is ready to fight back. The protagonist, leading the charge, prepares humanity for the first major assault against the Vorexians. They know this will be a crucial moment in the war, a test of humanity's resilience, and a chance to show the alien empire that Earth will not go down without a fight. The humans, using their newly developed cloaking technology, launch a surprise attack on the Vorexian fleet. Earth's warships, now hidden from alien radar, move swiftly through space, undetected by the Vorexian forces. The element of surprise is on their side, and they make the most of it. As Earth's ships close in, they release AI-controlled drones and robots designed to infiltrate the Vorexian strongholds. These machines, equipped with powerful weapons and advanced tactics, are sent into enemy lines to gather intelligence and sabotage the Vorexian ships from within. They strike fast and efficiently, catching the aliens off guard and turning the tide in favor of the humans. On the ground, the battle rages. Earth's soldiers, armed with futuristic weapons and gear, face the Vorexians in intense close-quarters combat. The air is thick with smoke as humans and aliens clash in the streets, their weapons glowing in the darkness. The soldiers, trained and determined, fight with all their might, using every bit of their new technology to gain an advantage. They fight not just for their lives, but for the future of their planet. Explosions rock the battlefield as human-made missiles strike Vorexian bunkers, while Earth's soldiers wield advanced energy weapons that pierce through alien armor. One of the most striking visuals comes from above, where Earth's forces launch an orbital bombardment. From space, Earth's ships fire massive payloads of explosives onto key Vorexian strongholds on the surface below. The sky is lit up with bright flashes as entire enemy cities are destroyed in a fiery storm. The Vorexians, taken off guard, scramble to defend their positions, but the destruction is overwhelming. This show of force sends a clear message: Earth will fight to the bitter end. Amid the chaos, the protagonist leads the charge, charging forward with their troops. They are at the front lines, their eyes burning with determination. Their leadership inspires the soldiers around them. Humans who once felt helpless now fighting with the hope of victory. For the first time, Earth's forces score their first major victory. They take down a Vorexian warship, a symbol of their defiance, and the humans cheer. The underdog humans have struck a decisive blow, showing the Vorexians that they are not as weak as they thought. The victory is bittersweet, though. The war is far from over, and Earth's forces are still outnumbered. But this first success fuels their resolve. The humans now know that they can win, that they can beat the odds if they fight together. The protagonist, standing amid the ruins of a fallen Vorexian warship, looks out at the horizon. This is just the beginning, they say, their voice steady. We've shown them that we can fight. Now we show them we can win. The battle has only just begun, and the war between Earth and the Vorexian Empire is about to escalate. But one thing is clear: humanity is no longer just a weak species. They are a force to be reckoned with. After the humans' first victory, the Vorexian Empire is furious. Their pride has been wounded, and they will not let Earth's attack go unanswered. The Vorexians prepare for a counterstrike like nothing the humans have ever seen. They send massive reinforcements, dozens of colossal warships, massive death machines, and hordes of advanced robots that seem unstoppable. The weapons they bring to the battlefield are unlike anything Earth's forces have ever encountered, and they overwhelm humanity's defenses. The tide of battle shifts quickly. Earth's ships are outnumbered, and the alien forces push forward with brutal efficiency. Human soldiers, who were once filled with hope after their early victory, now face the harsh reality of war. The Vorexians launch devastating attacks from space, raining down laser fire and missile strikes that decimate Earth's military positions. On the ground, the battle is just as fierce, with Earth's forces fighting against towering alien mechs, drones, and weaponized vehicles. The air is thick with smoke, and the once pristine landscapes of the Vorexian moon are now scarred by explosions and wreckage. The humans are pushed to the brink of defeat. Earth's soldiers fight with everything they have, but it's clear they are outmatched. Yet, despite the overwhelming force of the Vorexians, the protagonist refuses to back down. Their resolve remains unshaken. They know that to surrender is to give up humanity's future, and they will not let that happen. The protagonist rallies their troops, pushing them to keep fighting, even when it seems hopeless. Amidst the chaos, one of the protagonist's closest allies, Bonner, a brave and skilled soldier, makes the ultimate sacrifice. As the Vorexian forces close in on the protagonist, Bonner throws themselves in the path of an incoming attack, taking the blow meant for the protagonist. The explosion is massive, and Bonner is killed instantly. The protagonist, shaken by the loss, feels a deep personal grief. Bonner wasn't just a soldier, they were a friend, a partner in the fight. This loss hits hard, but it also fuels the protagonist's determination. Bonner's sacrifice serves as a reminder of what's at stake. The fight for Earth is not just about survival, it's about honoring the lives lost and fighting for those who cannot fight anymore. The protagonist, now more determined than ever, leads the charge with renewed vigor, vowing that Bonner's death will not be in vain. The battle rages on, and the humans, now equipped with advanced Vorexian technology, fight with everything they've got. They unleash the full force of their new weapons, energy shields, high-powered rifles, and alien tech-powered mechs, to stand against the Vorexians. The scene shifts to a massive battle on the Vorexian homeworld's moon, where the humans face overwhelming odds. Explosions fill the sky, and fierce combat rages across the barren landscape. The protagonist leads the charge, their heart burning with the desire to avenge Bonner's death and protect humanity's future.